Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Terror again, and today I got a quick video for you guys. It's Pohx's level 97 Blight character. We reached 97. We're playing a cultist, and I'm just gonna go over all his gear and shit for you guys. So I can show you the ups and downs of this build. And these are not actually venters, by the way. We'll get to that really quickly. So obviously the main thing right here for this build that we love and we need, and most people don't actually understand, is we need the +1 gems to help give that extra boost on this Zergle's crank, and we need the last stat for the 20% chance for energy shield recharge to start when you block. And down here with our flask, we got our Rumi's Concoction, which gives us 57% chance to block. And 20% chance of that, our energy shield will start recharging. And we need that for bullshit, because I only fucking
Press
know.
P.
P?
Yeah, press P. Bring down the occultist.
Occultist?
Yeah, there's a little dot right there.
Oh, okay.
Now show Wicked Ward. There you go.
There we go. I couldn't remember the name of it. Wicked Ward. Energy shield recharge is not interrupted by damage if recharge began recently. So that's extremely important. So anytime we block, whether it's a spell or it is physical, we have 20% chance to recharge, and it is uninterrupted. And let's see, right here we have from our level 4 Empower, a level 26 Blight that is corrupted to level 21. It's 20%. And we get +1 from our Zergles and +4 from the Empower. Right here on the helmet, we have our 370 ES. It's got dual res. The res is kind of shitty, but it's got pretty decent ES on it. We need Eye of Chilua. We don't really care about the life. We just want the stun and the attributes and the rarity. That's pretty much it for that. Beast Fur. We want spell damage. The energy shield on it's pretty good. The AoE is really good on it. 5% increased damage, not too big. 38% increased energy shield recovery rate, that's huge. That's what this build is going off of. And you could actually craft onto these rings, but we sacrificed one of the slots for a dream fragment, and that's so we cannot be frozen. And then we go over here to this crafted Elrion ring, and we have 10% all res and 17% increased max energy shield. Instead of 21 max energy shield, we could have done the, 10 to 20% from Leo?
Yeah, but it's quicker start. It's different.
Yeah. 10 to 20% quicker start for the recharge from Leo. And you could do that for bossing if you wanted 2 of those. You could have 2 rings with the Leo craft on it. And here for gloves, we got some enchantment on it from Lab. Pretty good, 220 ES, double res, rarity. And right here, this is another good part of this build, Ascent from Flesh. Obviously it's an ES belt, gives us some good evasion, plus max ES, all res, that's really good. Phasing, if our energy shield started recently, so that works well with Wicked Ward and Zergle's Crank, and it really helps put the build together. We also get 6% chance to dodge while we phase, and 10% movement speed while we phase. And that works here with our Quartz Flask, which we'll get into Flask in a second. For our boots, we have Rainbow Stride at 130 ES, and we get 25% of our block's chance applied to spells. That's pretty important. It gives us definitely a lot more survivability. We get all res and movement speed, and those are definitely helpful for our survivability, because all the all res we got here all adds up. And we can move on to our flasks here, which we don't have any charges in, sorry.
Just click it.
Huh?
And put it back.
Oh, okay, there we go. I'll just refill all these really quick. And so we got our quartz flask right here, which gives us 19% dodge for physical and 13% to spells. That's pretty important because it allows us to move faster, and we get more dodge while we phase. So this gives us just the base 10% for physical and spell. And the next is the Witchfire Brew. This is pretty important. It allows us to pick up a huge amount of offense while allowing us to spec more defensive. We have the 21 vulnerability. Doesn't really matter. It's just vulnerability that gives us the 33% increase to our damage, which is pretty big when we get into the numbers. Let's see. We also get the increased damage over time, which that actually helps a lot more too, which I didn't actually calculate in for the total number. And let's see, we got the Basalt, and the Basalt is actually the most OP flask in the game. The 20% that it gets from the flask is increased by our flask effect, which we have on the tree up here. And it's actually really good for pretty much any build that has to deal with flasks. So there we go, 26% physical damage reduction. And that's a huge chunk for any damage, especially the high damage hits. And of course, we just got something simple right here, Quicksilver, Chemist, and remove spells. Rumi's huge part of this build, gives us the extra chance to block spells and physical attacks, which also allows us to have a higher chance at restarting our energy shield recharge, which, if you haven't seen already in any of the previous YouTube videos or on the live stream, the crazy tier 13 Dual Beyond maps, with all those breaches, it gets really fucking insane, and you need this if you want to survive. Let's see, what else we got here? Once we stack all this, we have 9.4k, and that's within that's with our conch effect, so it's only 5.9 without it. But if we put conch effect in there and we start doing some of this math, so we get 33% increase from Witchfire Brew.
Click it, you get more. It tags in the damage.
Oh yeah. So we get that, and then we get 10.6k, so we get more damage over time and the vulnerability. That's like 100% roughly. No, it's over 100% increase to our damage. And then we have our Wither Totem, which we can place down. Oh, it's space. And that gives us 140% of our damage, which if you calculate that all up, it's about 400,000 at max stacks. 400,000 damage per second.
Before Void Beacon is applied.
Oh, it's before Void
That's
Beacon.
before Void Beacon, and that's before Profane Bloom, which my enemies take 10% increased damage as well, so it's actually closer to 470k.
470k.
I didn't think about that, so
that's fucking insane. But, yeah, what else do we have here, Pohx?
I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah. If you guys liked the video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Kappa. I don't even know if you have a YouTube. But this is just a fun video to make. You know, he was curious to make it. And I made a video actually about this earlier, and then I forgot to hit the start recording, and I was like, fuck! So I'll make another video like going over exactly this, explaining it more in detail. But yeah, I just wanted to do something fun on YouTube. Why not, right? Try something different.
Yeah, definitely.
You gonna do my outro?
What's your outro?
I don't know. Try to do it.
Try to do an outro? I don't even remember your outro.
I think it's let's see if I can put my Kappa Pride face on. Let's see, here we go, 3, 2, 1. And if you guys like the video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can catch me streaming live every day at twitch.tv/Pohx. Hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I'll see you boys all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.